I came to CTC in 2004 by meeting someone who was already a CTC warrior from another state that I was living in at the time. And I'm very grateful to him for helping me understand and turning me on to the book. I'm in my third reading. It has changed my life. I think the main impetus for me was because I have a son. And like a lot of other people who are in CTC, it's one thing for me to deal with a system that doesn't work, to put it mildly. It's another to bequeath that to the next generation because we were too lazy or too afraid to stand up for what's right. And I realized that I couldn't bequeath that to my son. And that's why I do what I do. I'm now really very, very interested in pursuing this for as long as it takes and helping others to see that this is the right path as well. This is the legal path, this is the just path, and this is the path, the only path that we can take if we want to retake ownership again of our country. And that's my goal. Every day I wake to that goal, and every day I go to bed to that goal.
I don't consider myself a warrior or a hero of any sort. I've like some of the others. For a long time I've felt like there was just something not right about the Internal Revenue Service, about the income tax and so forth. And I did a rather radical thing. I actually bought a copy of the Constitution and I read it. And as it turns out, it's a fairly easy read. And the more I read it, the more I realized that, yeah, there was something definitely wrong, not right here. So I began to do some studying and looking. The more I learned, the more I realized that I didn't know. And then I don't remember how, but I came across your book, Pete. CTC stands for Cracking the Code. And all of a sudden, all of the pieces of the puzzle fell into place. Everything that I had learned through my own reading and research and so forth. And again, you have to realize that I'm a family man. I've got to earn a living. And so, the time that I could devote to all of this reading and research was rather limited. And I was at that point faced with the truth, and as a result, I had to make a decision. And the decision was, do I keep my head, down? Do I stay below the radar? Do I wimp out? Or do I stand up for the rule of law? And I thought, well, doggone it, that really wasn't a decision. And so I have to stand up for the rule of law. Pete, I'm a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. I read some, I worked in government as a civilian afterward, and so I know what goes on in government, and I know that government will do anything it thinks it can get away with, and that it will overstep its boundaries if it thinks it can get away with it. I know that. I've seen all of that, and so I just decided that I have to stand up for the rule of law, and I'll be doggone if I'm going to let Big Brother take what's mine without a fight.
Isn't it appropriate, the cover image on Pete's book of the warrior with the sword? Because the sword of truth is powerful eternally. And the pen in this lifetime will be the real creator of the revolution. Everyone here is a warrior, whether you recognize yourself as one or not. And everyone who's alive in these times is a hero and is a warrior, because these are the times when the fork is in the road and people will make the right choice towards the light and towards the truth.
Hi everybody, my name is Eric Siegelstrom. Back in 2004, my wife and I discovered the fascinating truth about the income tax at losthorizons.com. After discovering this new information, we, for the first time in our lives, filed an accurate, knowledgeable return in 2005, and the government's response was a complete refund of everything paid in quarterly installments, including Social Security tax, self-employment tax, etc. All subsequent years, our money has remained where it belongs, in our possession. One quick thing I want to add to anybody whose first reaction is fear when thinking of the IRS: this is not only safe, it just happens to be the law. Go there now, check it out for yourself. This is beyond important. Every American needs to visit this site, understand what's there, implement it, and lead a better life.